All right, let's tap into today's collective energy. First, we're going to shuffle and draw cards to define the collective that this message is for. So stick around at least for a few seconds to find out whether there might be something here for you. Wow, okay, wow. Like, why are we always doing this? Like, spirit, like, no. Can we just define collective a little bit more specifically? Okay, some from the cards that came out, there was a Nine of Wands, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Cups showing up as the first few cards. So I feel this, you know, in my question to defining the specific collective. So that's definitely wounded warriors, people who, you know, are on some kind of defensive right now. So if you do find yourself to be exhausted, tired, like, you know, beaten down a little bit, you feel like you've had enough, like you've been through enough, like you feel like, you know, it's time for you to experience happiness and joy and, like, you know, have like some sort of wish fulfillment. And I feel like, you know, with him having this arms crossed as well, so I feel like you've been very stubborn about it, like, you know, and good, you're very stubborn about bringing in happiness. Like, you know, you no longer want to bother yourself with anything that causes you wounds, that, you know, causes you pain. It feels like, you know, a lot of you in here are really taking some kind of charge in regards to a new tangible secure beginning in your life with passion and with fun as well, because Pages of Wands is a bit of a fun energy, somebody who takes risks as well. And, like, you know, I'm seeing in my head, like, you know, with the lights here tarot, which we're gonna grab for confirmation, you know, when the Page of Wands is actually throwing that wand ahead of himself. So I feel this is this energy of like, fuck it. Fuck it all, I'm going for what I want. So this is this collective with the Hangman in here. So this is for you, those of you guys who feel like your life has been on pause. It feels like, you know, it all up to this point you just had lessons to learn, you know, and experience to gather and knowledge to kind of acquire, but it feels like, you know, a lot of it has been needed for you to gain that new perspective. And as well with Seven of Cups, there's multiple doors of opportunity opening itself to you. It feels like, you know, this heavy difficult path, like, you know, with this Nine of Wands in here, this is what you're leaving behind. This is a thing of a past now, because a lot of new things are approaching, a lot of new things are making themselves known to you. And then it feels that, you know, at the moment you might still find yourself to be a little bit confused in regards to which direction to take, like, you know, which way to go. But I feel like, you know, the more you set your mind, most importantly, to the fact that you're ready for something new to come in, then all of it is going to become a little bit clearer. All of this confusion is going to move away for you to have a clearer mind. And there's also Two of Cups, the Star, Ten of Pentacles. So with this energy, it feels that the moment you make a certain decision as well, because, yeah, Seven of Cups is also a decision making. So I feel like, you know, you might have some sort of decision to make, and a lot of you, it might be in a sense of, like, you know, I'm looking at this hidden thing under this cloth. So I feel it might refer to, you know, stuff that has been previously unclear to you or hidden away from your view, and something that has been, also looking at the snake on the top, so something that has been maybe secretly, like, robbing you of your energy. Maybe you've over invested yourself into situations, places, people that were not good for you, or maybe you finally learning some sort of truth about people that you used to trust. There's something that, you know, this collective is definitely making clear to themselves, and there's some sort of truth coming out as well with this. And when that happens as well, so with this Two of Cups, there is a meeting of like-minded souls. This is a soulmate card, mirror reflection. So, and, you know, people holding a cup towards each other, like, equally. So I feel when it comes to love as well, a lot of you in here might have previously been very confused, or, you know, you might have took a few wrong turns, or maybe you've given away your love to people who didn't deserve it, and, like, you know, they left you in your shadow, like, you know, looking at the shadow figure as well. But I feel that there is something new approaching a lot of you, like, you know, with this Two of Cups, some kind of true emotional fulfillment, like, you know, with this Star as well. I feel it speaks of you being able to finally show yourself for who you are, be appreciated for who you truly are, without you needing to hide anything or pretend or like play it small as well, or people please in any way. Like, you know, there's going to be like an energy of equal reciprocation in here that's going to lead, like, you know, this 10 of Pentacles to this home, to family, to stable foundation as well. Something that starts, because obviously we have Ace of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, something that's going to start small, or more in a sense of like slowly. Yeah, I think that's a better term for it. Something that's going to start slow and is going to be building over time, that's going to reach this total abundance. And I just had a message coming through as well, so that might be significant too. Some of you might be receiving some important message, something that you might not be expecting, but something that's going to help you kind of put the confusion behind and see things from a brand new perspective. Yeah, let's just check what's on the bottom. Wow. 2 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. So, oh my God, one of the first things I've heard as well. So I feel normally, like, you know, 2 of Swords energy can be like, you know, not knowing which direction to go and being a little bit blind or confused. But I feel with this one, like what it speaks about, and also let's not forget we have 2 of Cups as well. So this is energy of like, you know, some sort of incoming message, maybe, since the message came through as well, from somebody that you might know with the 6 of Cups, with somebody with whom you might have had previously some sort of connection. That will be for some of you as well. This is not for the whole of the collective, because for the other part of you who are going to be getting into new connection, is going to feel like an old connection, is going to feel very familiar. But some of you might have actually a reappearance of somebody in your life that you completely not expecting, you're not seeing. Like, you know, you might be currently in this energy where you are like right now deciding what direction it is that you want to take. Like, you know, you at the moment you are at this place where you've picked yourself up after all these battles and you've healing your wounds. But with this energy in here, it feels like there is something sneaking up on you. Something that for a big chunk of you, like I said, there might be some sort of messaging coming that you completely don't expect. It might come from someone towards whom you hold, like, you know, very sweet romantic feelings for. But I feel like this is in regards to someone with whom you hadn't have like a romantic relationship with, but somebody that you might know. And, you know, having 1010 as well in here, so this is like a completion, emotional and energetical as well, apart from financial, because obviously Pentacles is also our well-being. So I feel like, you know, this will lead you to this everything, like, you know, to that emotional security and physical security as well. Like, you know, you're going to feel very recognized and very seen, like you never did before. Because yeah, but there's 2 of Swords as well, I'm picking up. A lot of you might have dealt previously with an avoidant energy in your life, somebody who left you questioning, or somebody who didn't provide that clear communication and clear answers. But I have a feeling that, you know, the moment you decide to let go of what wasn't coming in, and especially like, yeah, this avoidant energy actually comes through with this. So some of you might have been hanged up to some kind of avoidant person. Hold on, let me just check, because there was something else on the bottom. Yeah, some of you might have been holding to something avoidant, like, you know, yeah, with this 5 of Cups. There is some kind of element of loss as well in here. And, you know, so I feel for a lot of you, the moment, it might feel like, you know, you're losing something by giving up on something that you've been waiting for that person that you've been waiting for and working with as well, with this 8 of Pentacles. You might have found yourself to invest a lot of time, a lot of energy, money, maybe even possibly into a certain connection that just, you know, was leaving you unfulfilled as well. And yeah, there's something that you're leaving here behind. And I feel that for a lot of you, because hold on, there was a World as well in Judgment. That's very like, and Star previously. We have a lot of major arcana in terms of spiritual awakening and awakening in general to the truth. And I feel with this, like, you know, there's element of you moving away from something that you've been previously maybe working on. And I feel it has a lot to do with some sort of connection, having the Lovers as well showing. And the Lovers is also a big choice card. So a lot of you in here have some kind of a choice to make, whether you're going to keep on investing and working yourself tired, you know, to the ground. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Whether you're going to be working yourself to the ground, or whether you're going to make that decision here to leave this behind, because it might be causing you a lot more conflict. With the World and the Judgment, So this feels like a release, energy of the release, something needing to go. So a lot of you might have something standing in your way. That might be this block, you know, that is standing in your way of discovering the true happiness and the true connection. So also coming back to the Six of Cups. So yeah, some of you might be holding on to something here. As much as this might be energy of somebody returning, but this is also energy of, like, you know, nostalgia. So some of you might be holding on to something here that you've been trying to kind of, you know, work through, but, you know, you might have been stonewalled, you might have been blocked off. But it feels that, you know, the moment, I feel for a lot of you, like, in the message in here, like, you know, the moment you decide to let go of what wasn't coming in, and the moment you make it clear to yourself that yes, this has been a karmic lesson and a karmic cycle that, you know, taught me something about myself. And with this judgment, like, you know, you're going to awaken some sort of deeper truths within yourself. And a lot of you have something really good and really stable coming, something, like I said, that's going to build slowly, but, you know, surely and securely, that's going to help you stand in your own power. 1111, as I'm saying this. Yeah, and I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups as always on the bottom, with Temperance and Eight of Cups. And there's a Justice as well. Yeah, I could keep going. I'm gonna grab another deck for a confirmation, I did say. So with this, like, you know, there's some kind of arrival here of some sort of emotional fulfillment and, like, some kind of a love connection as well. Once you turn your back and walk away from something, there is somebody, like, you know, with this Queen of Pentacles that has more than a potential to deliver everything to you and to help you grow even further, I want to say, because this is all about growth. We're growing throughout our whole life. But it feels like, you know, a lot of you got something here, and there's this choice, like, you know, there is like a crossroad that you might be finding yourself in, whether to wait a little bit longer. You're looking at the Temperance again, whether to wait or whether to finally, you know, turn your back and move towards something new. Let me get you some lights here, Tarot, for confirmation of this message. Is there anything else, please, Spirit, to this message for this specific collective? Split into the Lovers. There's definitely this choice in love. So some of you, and I feel it heavily refers to you still kind of holding space and waiting for someone to come through, but at the same time really feeling yourself to be ready to experience something new. Some of you, like I said, might have even somebody showing in your life currently that has, you know, is awakening some sort of spark. Judgment again. We've got Judgment twice. So this is like a card of truth, release, you know, no longer hiding from yourself, no longer hiding from the truth, and speaking your own truth as well. So I feel like a lot of you are letting it go. So a lot of you are letting something go in here. Yeah, Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Like I said, you've planted something, you've been waiting for it to grow, but I feel like, you know, your clarity in the sense of like, okay, I think my job in that connection is done. This is finished. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, card of changes as well. Unexpected changes, unexpected messages. King of Pentacles. Oh, hold on, there's something behind them as well. Fool. And the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. And the Queen of Pentacles again. And King of Pentacles, oh my God. Five of Pentacles in reverse behind him. Wow, okay, so this is definitely a confirmation of you leaving the poverty mindset behind and the lack mentality. And also with this one, I feel that when it comes to this connection that you've been holding on to, this is what it left you feeling like, you know, left you feeling out in the cold, left you feeling alone, isolated even for some of you. Like I said, this waiting room that you've put yourself in. But coming out in reverse, I feel like, you know, you are leaving this room, you are leaving this sadness, and you are leaving this coldness, because look, you've got a new beginning in here. New beginning, and also something fated with this Wheel of Fortune. So it's like fate is bringing you two together. So you've got, you know, having that Queen of Pentacles previously coming out, which I feel refers to the energy of my viewer. So this is a person who reclaimed their throne, reclaimed their power. And with that, you are attracting your equal match. Like, you know, somebody who is equally about that safety, security, honesty, and growth as well. Like, you know, Pentacles is also big, you know, physical growth and spiritual. So with that, like, I feel like, you know, a lot of you are taking that leap towards this new energy, and a lot of you are finally letting go of this past. Yeah, look, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups again, did we have, yeah, we had 7 of Cups, and previously I think I did see 8 of Cups somewhere. Lost it now, but yeah, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups. So I feel like this speaks of you walking away from this confusion. Like, you know, you might have been emotionally very confused previously in relationships. Yeah, there's a sun here as well. For a confirmation of happy times ahead, and most importantly, that clarity and that joy for life again. So, you know, you coming out of this, like, you know, you're coming out of this sadness, and we had that 5 of Cups as well previously. So you're coming out of this to welcome a happier days ahead of yourself as well. 8 of Wands. This is this message I've been talking about a lot. Some of you are going to have some sort of message from somebody that you probably don't even expect. Devil in reverse, letting go of toxic ties. You are freeing yourself. This is your confirmation. You are letting go of something that had such a big hold on you. Yes, you're releasing. Queen of Cups with love, and also with the 6 of Pentacles. Like, you know, you only want to accept energies that are reciprocative. Like, you know, you're no longer selling yourself short. 6 of Pentacles is about equality, about equal exchange of energy, about equal give and take. You might have exhausted yourself previously trying to make things work with other people, but I feel like, you know, this is what you're leaving behind. This is what you're walking away from, so you can finally have things your way, I want to say as well. Like, you know, it just feels like you never really truly had a chance to really be yourself. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like this refers to you no longer wanting to put in work into things that steal your fire. Yeah, have a Knight of Wands and Ace of Wands. You no longer want to overinvest your energy into places, people, things that, you know, cost you too much of your time and too much of your love and your energy. You want to spark your soul on fire again. Like, you know, you want to live, you want to be happy, and all of that is coming with that decision. King of Wands. With that decision, like, you know, you are full of fire and you are ready to go. Literally, like, you know, don't let what was coming through, yeah, don't let the past, or, you know, people pulling you by these strings as well to stop you from fully experiencing what you know deep inside of yourself that you want to experience. Yeah, Page of Pentacles as well on the bottom. So this is your new beginning. This is your new beginning, right? Before we close this, I want to get you a little angel message. Hold on, I'm just gonna feel which deck calls to me the most. Right, I want to go with my beautiful saints and angels. So let's see what guidance from this deck would we have in regards to this specific message. But I feel a lot of you in here, like, yeah, keep looking at this 8 of Cups. You are leaving something behind here to walk towards the sun. And let's not forget, yeah, you're leaving this behind, and you're walking towards this, because when you get there, this is what awaits. You know, the path might feel a little bit long, or it might feel like, you know, you've been waiting for something to happen for a long time. Stress management card comes out. So yeah, speaking practice makes perfect. So speaking about, you know, taking it easy, and, you know, understanding that very often we are the ones that keep ourselves a little bit stuck. You know, we are the ones that deny to see the certain truth and to see reality for what it truly is. So with that, practice makes perfect in stress management. So it feels that, you know, the more you allow yourself to understand that we as humans are imperfect, we as humans make mistakes. So forgive yourself for any mistakes that you made, and also with the stress management, practice makes perfect. So the more you kind of realize that this is the whole point of life as well, to expose yourself sometimes, to put yourself in uncomfortable situations so you can grow. And with this way as well, like, you know, with this practice makes perfect. So the more you do it, the easier it will become as well. You know, the growth doesn't happen when we stay at home in one place and avoiding things. Like, you know, you are literally putting yourself on hold. Nobody else is doing this. You are doing this. And yeah, with this stress management, like, you know, and I feel for a lot of you, what's coming through, you might be those type of people who feel that, you know, by bottling things in or not speaking about them, they will go away. The best way to get rid of something is to talk about it. And this is like also a message for many of you, like, you know, just talk to somebody, like, you know, just spill your thoughts out, like, you know, just get it out of yourself. Don't worry, like, you know, about sounding silly. And child card on the bottom here. Don't worry about sounding silly. Like, you know, find this innocence inside of yourself, and understand that, you know, you own your truth and you are allowed to speak your truth, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Be brave. Yeah, speak your truth, honey. Like, you know, speak it from the heart. Never ever bottle it in. Yeah, healing. This will heal you. Like, you know, releasing things, talking about them, they will heal you. Believe as well. Like, you know, believe that everything is working out for the best. But you just have to follow your intuition and let it guide you to places and situations, and also things that you need to do in order to find that release. Let's not forget we had this judgment, so it's about that big release, and release happens when we express it. Like, you know, when we say, like, hold on a second, I am not okay with this. Like, you know, I've been pretending I've been okay with this for so long, but, you know, you have to eventually, truth was going to catch up with you, and believe. Yeah, and forgiveness card on the bottom. Forgive yourself as well for any mistakes that you've made. And also, like I said, coming back to this honesty, you have to be really honest with yourself, like, you know, and stop putting up with things that you know are below you. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this beautiful message and have a fantastic day. I have been a little bit more busy the last week, but I think I've got a little bit more time next week, so you might see a little bit more of me. In the meantime, you can still book a private reading with me. There's two ways I can do it. It's either we can have a face-to-face video call if you prefer, but there's also an option of me recording you a private link to YouTube where you can watch it anytime, which I highly recommend as well. But yeah, I always love to see you face-to-face. I love to connect with you. And yeah, hopefully see you soon. And I'm hoping this reading resonated. And in the meantime, have a fantastic day. And remember, speak your fucking truth. Love you. Bye.